Hello and welcome to Captured Minecraft. I do apologize if the sound isn't quite in sync with the pictures, but for some reason um my mic decided not to work during this recording. So I will be narrating and hopefully next time it will fit a lot better. But let's get to it. This is Captain Minecraft. As you might know or might not know, this all works with us being held in the world border, and every time we get an achievement, the world border shifts half a block outwards. So we are racing with the achievements, trying to get the easy ones, punching birds, stuff like that. Um, Also, this white quartz is where stuff spawns. So basically, every time I think we hit a full block, um, we get a reward. So yeah, this time a cow, later we will get other stuff, but first we will tidy up the place and get our stuff. Um, So yeah, here comes the crafting bench achievement. We started off with the two first one, opening the inventory and punching wood. Um, so yeah. Um, hmm. Also, you can see there's chest around, and as the world border expands, we will be able to get to those chests. Um, Another thing we should get going here at the beginning is, of course, securing some food resources and stuff like that. So the oak trees can provide us with apples, and um, the reason I'm punching the grass out is to get seeds, of course, so we can plant some wheat for later achievements. So yeah, um, first off we're just gonna make some basic tools, wood pick, and later some stone tools, so we can um, get the basic stuff. Also get the easy achievements. Yeah, so just another achievement and we could get to the first chest to see what's in that. Um, Punching down some leaves just to make sure we get at least one. And here you can see the second reward. We got a chicken. Um, yeah. Um, Not a lot to say to that. Chickens are a bit annoying because if you're not fast enough with replanting or re-putting the earth in, they try to escape. Um, and here you saw we were lucky enough to get two saplings, so we have an ongoing supply of wood. And I'm just mining downwards to get some resources. Next up we are gonna make a furnace, so we need at least 8 um, cobblestone for that, and just taking a bit more to make sure we have enough for a bit of stone tools. So here we go with that. Just making some more sticks for the tools, crafting up a furnace. There we go with the hot topic achievement, upgrade achievement, and yeah, that's about it. Uh, for the rest of it, we will just. Oh yeah, time to strike as well. And as you saw, we got a piggy and a chicken. So in with those, putting them into the pen so they won't flap around all over the place. Hopefully we can keep them all a bit uh, in the same place. um, and yeah, here you see how easy it is for the chicken to get out. And if they get into the corner, it's basically impossible to get them out again. Um, they fit better out there. They can go further than the player, so nothing to do about it. But as you probably also saw, we got one seed here, so let's make a hoe and start farming some wheat. And at the same time, unlocking some more achievements. Another reward, so now we have 2 cows. And when we have the wheat, we can start breeding these guys up. Then we can get the... Because I'm not sure which rewards we will get and how many of them, of the different ones we will be able to get. So hopefully we get more than just 2 cows, but just to be sure, I'd like to breed these guys up first before we go for the cow tipper achievement. That would be nice. Um, and yeah, um, just making sure they don't run all over the place. Um, and we got our first chest as well. Um, so just planting the wheat, getting the chicken in the hole so we can stop being worried about that guy. Um, and yeah, checking the chest, seeing that we actually got some. Um, yeah, we'll check that again in a bit. Um, yeah, so we got some meat stuff and some gold nuggets, and of course we will cook up the meat. We will do that a bit later. At the moment we don't have um, we don't have a lot of need for it. We've just been walking around, not doing a lot of stuff. So the saturation situation is alright. And of course, as we get the animals bred up and stuff like that, we will have more food for later. And hopefully we won't have to resort to eating rotten flesh and stuff like that. Chickens are a good food source. When we have enough seeds, we can start breeding those up. Just checking the achievement tree. Next up would be um, iron, as we don't have a fishing rod, and as we are in Minecraft 1.10, we can't make notch apples, so if we're gonna have that one, we have to be lucky and find it. Cow tipper, as I mentioned before, I would like to breed up the cows first. We could bake bread, but as we don't have any wheat yet, we also have to wait a bit with that. So yeah, next up, digging down, trying to find some iron. Um, so yeah, that's what we will be doing now. Um, and of course, to smelt up the iron, we also need some coal. And when we have got some coal, we can start making some torches to light up the place. Because when it's getting dark and we are not at the surface, mobs might spawn, and it's terribly annoying, to say the least. Um, if you've been down getting stuff and then just come up to a creeper that blows up in your face. Um, so yeah, definitely torches to light up the place. As you also can see, we just struck iron. Um, so that's a good thing. Um, Hopefully we will find some coal soon, but let's grab this iron first and then we will be on our way. And actually this is quite the pocket, so it will take a bit, at least with a stone axe. Another thing I could mention by now is that at some point I would like to use the cobblestone to make a stair. Uh, so instead of us having to jump up and use a lot of saturation, um, every time we go up, we will put in some stairs, and that will make it much easier to go up. Both go up, and we won't be hungry as much, hopefully. So we can save a bit on that until we have a really food supply. Um, yeah. So we found the first cave. Um, what you guys can't really hear since the sound's not connected is that there's a lot of mobs down there. And yeah, I don't really want to just jump down um, because it's a bit risky. So we are trying to dig across here and see if we can find a safer way down there. Um, yeah. Um, so just trying one way first, and there's there's really a lot of mob noises down here. So yeah, but basically trying to get down to the floor of the first cave, see if we can find somewhere safe to go down. Um, this way seems promising, but yeah, we can't quite get down there, and jumping down there would be risky, especially with the creeper. So let's try the other way, see what we can find there in that direction. Um, Also at the same time, hopefully, and I found iron again. Always good to get, especially at the beginning. Um, and also some coal that you might be able to see. Um, Actually, it looks like the recording is a bit brighter than um, the actual game. The actual game. Just making some torches to light up the place. But hopefully you can see more than I could actually see doing the recording. Um, because being down there was basically just pitch dark. Couldn't really see the coal, could barely make out the difference in the texture. Um, so yeah, I wasn't quite sure if they were cool or not. Um, just staircasing up a bit, trying to find out if I want to do. Oh yeah, just lighting up the place so next time I come down here it's not filled up with mobs. I am quite close to the surface, but still they might spawn down there if I didn't lit up the place. And also it's nighttime upstairs, so oh yeah, it started raining and there was a thunderstorm and stuff like that. So luckily enough, one of the trees actually made growth, but as long as it's dark and stuff, we probably won't have um, the wheat growing. Um, so yeah, um, in a short bit I should make some more torches to light up the place. As I mentioned earlier, we don't want mobs and especially not creepers to spawn up here. Um, so yeah, basically just lighting up the place, hoping to prevent stuff like that. Um, and in a minute we will take down the tree because it's getting a bit cramped in here. Um, yeah, gotta make sticks before we can make the axe. Um, but yeah, basically this is all what it's about. We are trying to expand the world border as much as possible. Um, try to get all the achievements. Um, try to get to all the chests, and hopefully we will at some point um, get through all this. So smelting up the iron, um, then we can make some iron tools. Um, also to make the wheat grow a bit better, we should get some water. So um, as we saw down in the cave, there's definitely water down there. So we should be able to get our water for that. And also, if we can get some string, we can get to we can get a fishing rod. So with water, we can start. We can get the fishing. Well, we can get to I think two. But if not, we can get at least one achievement, being cooking the fish. As you saw here, we got another achievement, so we are got um, access to the next chest. Um, also, that potato is a bit cheaty because it says that it's a normal potato, but as you probably would have guessed as well, um, just naming your stuff being normal isn't making it normal. Um, but here we go, we got some more seeds, and hopefully we will get um, this stuff growing um, when it's turned day again. So a lot of iron, making the bucket for the water, and yeah, irrigating the earth is definitely something we will want. Just gonna cook up um, in a second. I'll cook up the rest of the food. Um, trying to swap the different stuff around so we get it all cooked without wasting too much of that one coal. as you all probably know, one coal can either smelt up or cook or whatever you use it for, 8 items. So as long as we don't have too much of it, we really want to make sure we make the best of it. Um, I'm not quite sure how efficient um, charcoal is, but we could definitely have used that for torches. So we might, um, depending on how much coal we get, we might save um, save that a bit and then just sorry, uh, maybe just use charcoal for the torches. But as we don't have a lot of wood either yet, that will have to wait a bit. Um, so yeah, just cooking up the food, trying to use the leftover heat for the iron, but sadly enough, there wasn't enough for that. Could have put in another coal, but that would have just been even more wasteful, since we only have 5 irons left. So we will wait a bit with that. Um, yes, and yeah, um, just trying the charcoal thing. Gonna use that a bit for torches, but um, as you can see, it's one log for one charcoal, or actually 2 logs for one charcoal, so it's not really that efficient. But as I also mentioned, if we get a lot of wood going, that might be an option for making torches, because then we have fully replenishable um, torches, because it doesn't really require anything but wood. And as long as we get at least um, um, one sapling from each tree, all we won't run out. So that's that's gonna work. Yeah. So yeah, as I mentioned earlier, placing in um, placing these stairs will definitely help us, as long as we don't have a lot of food um, ready. Um, because it will help us keep up with the hunger, as we don't won't be jumping around every time we need to get up. Um, so yeah, stairs are a good thing, um, and also it helps us make it a bit more smooth getting up and down, um, not so rough. Stairs really isn't friendly when you try to place them from upside. Um, Not very cooperative. Um, yeah, unless you're facing the right direction. Anyway, and I'm also expanding the staircase a bit, so um, because of course every time we get an achievement, the wellboard width will be expanding outwards, so we will have um, the opportunity to find, as you also saw, there's iron further back, and yeah, we definitely, and also coal. So when the world border has been expanded, um, a bit further, we will be able to collect those resources. And sorry, seems my stomach's making quite want to agree with me right now. Um, so yeah, just making a staircase, trying to get down to the floor of this cave. But as we already know, that can't really get down from this side, at least not yet. Um, when we are finally down there, we can make the staircase. So yeah, where was I? Yeah, just trying to make a staircase going down. Sorry. Um, I'm not really used to talking this long, even making these videos. Um, so if my voice is starting to get a bit crooked, well, I'll apologize for that. So yeah, continuing to, well, this isn't the most exciting to watch, I reckon. Just trying to get down there, find a safe passage. Um, Also getting some resources while we are at it, at it. Um, Gathering up all the stuff we can get. Because right now we really are in uh, high demand of basically everything. Um, so yeah. So back to trying to find a safe way of getting down there. Um, as you can see, more mobs has been spawning as we have been on the surface. Um, Lots of zombie and also a creeper or two. Actually, if we could agitate the creeper, it might blow up all the zombies, but then again, do, do we really want that? And as it's in the water, it's probably not very likely that it would harm the zombies anyway. But water source, found one of them. Looks like there's more than just the one down there anyway. But now we can get the the earth irrigated, and of course as we put in the staircase, we have now got to widen it a bit, or whatever you want to say, call it. So yeah, now we have the water, we can try, or hopefully the wheat will grow faster, as it will be on irrigated um, ground. And also, luckily, since also it's daytime, trees are growing while we do our underground stuff. So yeah, and here I'm stupid again, letting the chickens out, but yeah, you'll see that in a bit, probably. Um, oh no, yeah, I was trying to get the cows together because if we are going to breed them, we don't want them to be in two different places. Also, it's not really practical to have them in the middle, so I'll be moving the animals over to the side so that um, yeah, basically making animal pens over in that corner. Um, but that won't be for now. Also, watching wheat grow, waiting for that to happen, isn't the most exciting. So I'll probably do that off camera, and then when we come back in the next episode, we will be able to um, hopefully make a couple of achievements right off the bat, so we don't have to wait around for that. Um, when we are getting these easy ones, or while we're still getting the easy ones, um, it will be nice if we can just um, stroll through them, not wasting too much time as we already have. um, but yeah, the next achievement should be something like Monster Hunter, or and also we can make when we have the wheat, we can make the bread, and we can start breeding up the cows so we can get cow tibber. So bread and cow tibber will definitely be the ones we do next time, and of course getting down in the cave and see what we can get of different loots. We have one piece of string and we need two more for the. Actually, we only need one more for the fishing rod. And as you can see here, it's not a normal potato. Um, so yeah, bit sad about that. We won't be able to grow potatoes, even though that would be a perfectly fine food source. But yeah, it's a poison potato, so it's kind of useless unless we want to make some sort of poisoned poison potion, maybe. I'm not quite sure if that would work. Um, can't think of anything else to use a poison potato for. Uh, definitely wouldn't be a good idea to eat it. And since it's named, we might need it later, perhaps. Um, but yeah, the clips is running out, so I'll be stopping here. Hopefully you enjoyed this, and see you next time.